everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I have Officer John with me, and we're going to be doing a little Q&A with him. Very excited to do this, so without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, hello there. So first one is, what inspired you to make Erlc content on YouTube?
Well, I've been playing Erlc since the beginning, and, you know, everything about making videos is just fun to me, and growing up watching the other Erlc YouTubers, it's always been an inspiration, and I'm really glad and grateful that I was able to turn it into something.
That is great. I mean, obviously you have grown a lot throughout the past year, so that's obviously wonderful. Next question we have here is, how did you first discover Erlc, and what made you decide that you wanted to make content on it?
Well, I think Roblox back in the day when Erlc came out, really was, I want to say, it was kind of popular, but not really. But like searching on the Roblox game page, it was easier to find some cool games, and I just love playing police games, and I play a lot of them. I play some that some people probably have never heard of before, and I think Erlc was one of those games that just popped up, and I played it. But I think I did hear about it from YouTube trailer and seeing it on the game page. I wasn't actually going to give it a try until I saw one of the trailers, because the game wasn't even out yet, I don't think. But I think I did buy it on the first day.
So I've personally been playing Erlc for a couple years now, but I'm somewhat of a newer content creator, and next question I have for you here is, how do you usually go about making a typical Erlc roleplay video?
Well, I have an amazing team that helps me, obviously. I think what takes me the most time is probably planning. So, every time I have free time, I just think of ideas I can do. I plan it out. What liveries and teams am I going to use? What people am I going to have at what position? And then, thanks to Silver here, the one inside the VC, we have a bot that actually helps us host our role plays and keeps it organized. And then, I just invite the team to the game and we get working.
Yeah, one of my biggest issues when I film videos is being able to try to film or find people to actually film. So as you were growing, and obviously when you had less subscribers and less followers, how did you get people to want to make videos with you?
Well, my first video actually was on just a roleplay server. My first two videos, I didn't have anybody really. But, those two videos got a little bit of traction, not as much as it has now, because obviously the views just go up. But, it turned into one person. A few days later, it turned into two, and then eventually, give or take 2-3 weeks, it started growing and growing. Honestly, I just let anybody join because I needed the people. But a lot of the first few role plays I've had was recorded with 2 or 3 people. If you have friends, 2 or 3 friends, it's not hard to make a roleplay video. It's just not going to be detailed.
Yes, I have gone through the struggles of trying to make roleplay videos with 2 people, and trying to make them like the bigger content creators do is not easy.
I feel like but I was gonna say, I feel like when you're doing role plays, this is for anybody who wants to do role plays with a certain amount of people, you have to treat it as if it were a play. You have 2 characters and they're doing 2 or 3 characters and they're doing something. The advanced role plays that the bigger content creators make, you have all of these different emergency services people, all these different characters. But inside the videos with no amount of characters, for example, a very popular video of mine, one of my oldest, we had a sheriff, and then 2 people, doing a dispute call, and it was really just that. We didn't have any we didn't have anyone, and it worked out because it was actually a good video.
I agree with that. I mean, I've had a couple videos that have done well, and I had 2 people to do it, and I used some of the calls that Emergency Liberty County provides for us, and that turned out to be one of my biggest videos on the channel.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I used to do it too. A lot of my older videos, you had a bunch of AI calls.
Yes. So, to bring up with how you grew so fast, what do you think the key was to your success in growing?
Making content that will attract people to watch more and more, because I feel like it's one thing when you get a few views, oh cool, your content's cool, and they don't come back. It's another thing when you have these thumbnails that pick people's eye and like titles as well, and then you watch the video and you like it. Back then I feel like my thumbnails were very vibrant compared to what they are now, just because my style has changed a little bit. But I always see like just content out there, and it's like, if you don't even want to watch your own content, why would other people watch it? And like there's just a lot of thumbnails that, like, I feel like for you probably have a little bit of a community, I'm guessing. So maybe ask your community, what do you think about this, this, and this? Like when I first started growing, I took so much tips from a bunch of people, especially Mick Sloth was one of the people I took a bunch of tips from, and like just other creators, because other creators is definitely a big key to success. Because, for example, Mick Sloth he first noticed me when I had like 7,000 subscribers, and then he gave me all these tips, and I'm just like, wow, I didn't know that before.
Yes. I'm pretty good friends with a couple smaller YouTubers that I have done videos with. Take tips from them. Obviously, watch your content, other bigger creators' content, try to take tips off of you guys too.
RP King is a good example because he literally came from nothing and now he has 12,000. Obviously, he didn't grow as fast as some people, but you look at those videos from a year ago that didn't do good compared to now, you can see the huge difference. Huge difference. I think he tried to base his thumbnails off on what was already working in the Erlc community. Like, for example, Game and Go. His thumbnails remind me of Game and Go so much, and that's a good thing because he's taking inspiration of somebody who's already successful, and it's working for him. Same with the titles.
I found that changing thumbnail style to match like the color theme of my scheme of my logo actually helped. And
oh yeah, branding is a huge thing as well. Like, sorry, Game and Go has this style of like vibrant, like eye attention grabbing thumbnail, and like for me, I think my biggest thumbnail inspiration was Sloth and OMB, because obviously they're massive creators. A lot of people say don't copy others' content, but take inspiration for all you need. It's not a bad thing at all.
I agree with that. For some of the smaller YouTubers like myself or any other smaller YouTubers, because there's plenty of ERLC content creators that I know that are just starting, what advice would you give someone who wants to start a YouTube channel?
Oh boy. Try to make content that people would actually watch. Try to make simple thumbnails that stick out to people, and I would say try to like find an ERLC YouTuber that you like to watch and take inspiration from them, because making your own content's cool, your own type of content, but your type of content might not be what other people want to watch. Like when I first started, I think the person I was taking inspiration from was Sloth, and then I took a little inspiration from OMB and Ruffles, all different types of things though. And one thing I do see a lot from small ERLC content creators is they always post videos that like people don't care about. Like every little thing that ERLC posts, they post a video about it. I think doing those types of videos are completely useless. Try to find something that works for you. Like, for example, for me, what worked best for me was police patrols, especially police patrols. And then it turned into like me being a civilian. Those are my two most successful things now. And then, you know, when I did videos on FD or even update videos for a while, didn't do good for me. So like I just stuck with what was good for me, like police patrols for months straight, uploading every day, and it worked.
For a small YouTuber, how important is consistency? Oh boy. And like, do you think to be able to grow as fast as you did and as fast as other YouTubers did, like OMB Gaming, do you think uploading every day is the right approach, or trying to figure out time? Like, what's your take on that?
Oh boy. Yes. Like now, currently, I don't like. I try my best to at least get like a YouTube short out every day. Like I want some sort of content, but I don't upload as consistently as I do because sometimes I tend to rush videos and I don't like doing that. But I feel like when you're first starting out, upload as much as you can, as long as it's around like I just said, what worked for me best was police patrol. So I just uploaded a bunch of police patrols. If you want, you can go back. Like I was uploading role plays every single day. And like when I uploaded something that wasn't a role play, obviously didn't do as good. And you know, some role plays just don't do good. That's just the reality of it. But I think consistency is the main thing. Like I could go without uploading daily now, but back then, uploading daily is your key to growing a fan base, because you know people would want to come back to watch your content.
Yes. Hardest thing for me has been trying to balance out filming videos with school and other events. But over the summer is when I had the most success because I was able to upload almost every day.
Yeah, I try to like tell people, like a lot of people are like, I don't have the time for it, I have school, blah blah blah. Honestly, I did too, and you know, I just made time. Like if you want to be a content creator, it's gonna take time. Like, you know, if you genuinely can't do it, you can't do it. But if you want to be a content creator, you have to upload at least like every other day. Like you can't go with uploading once a week unless your content is like boom, like it's really really good. Like I know there's one ERLC YouTuber, I can't think of the name. He just goes around and troll people. He only has a few videos, but he's growing crazy because his content is like really nice. But for me, who uploads something like kind of like not basic role plays, but less edited videos, I think it's easier to upload more consistently.
People like, or YouTubers like Rising Wolf put a lot of time into making videos. Obviously with Rising Wolf.
Oh yeah, he puts countless hours.
Yes, because his editing style compared to even OMB's editing style is completely different. Rising Wolf tries to make the most realistic video every time he uploads, and OMB's might be a little bit more laid back. Even some of your roleplay videos might be a little bit more laid back, and I think it's good to have not everything be so strict. And like the video that did best on my channel was just responding to a plane crash.
Yep. And I mean, every content creator has their differences. Like for me, I try to keep it as realistic as possible. Like it's not going to be 100% because I also try to entertain people. Because even myself, like I want to entertain what I'm doing. Like I don't. Sometimes basic role plays are cool, but you know, you gotta make people like you for what you do. Like people like me for being a sheriff now, and I kind of put that into my personality for the channel. And I always try to like make my videos funny in a way while keeping it realistic. And like Rising Wolf, he's a sheriff all the time. That's his personality. That's his YouTube channel. OMB's chill, laid back, realistic. Game and Go is hyper. Everyone has their own style.
Yes, I do agree with that. Going back onto what your channel is, do you have any big plans for the future of your channel? Any new projects or anything that we should be getting pretty excited for?
Honestly, we did finish up Sheriff Sunday, and that was the biggest project that we were working on because we had a lot of lore into it. If you watched the last 4 episodes or 5 episodes, we had a lot of lore and stuff. But right now, we're kind of just working into the updates, and I don't really have anything huge planned as of right now. We do have some holiday specials coming up, so I guess that's something to look forward to.
So talk about Erlc updates and how update videos might not always do great, even on some of the bigger roleplay channels, or bigger content creator channels. How do you stay on top of Erlc updates, and how do they affect the content you create afterwards?
Well, I stay up to date because sometimes most of the time, whenever PRC tweets something, my mods tell me, or I figure it out because obviously I pay attention to the PRC Discord a lot. As far as predicting when they come out, sometimes I just follow OMB because OMB usually knows because he's a tester now. But also it's you kind of know because most of the time they tell us anyway. But whenever an update comes out, I just get right on my computer and record the video. I feel like I'm experienced enough to do that, to where I don't have any mistakes doing it. I just get on, record it. Sometimes I forget things. That's just the reality. Sometimes I'm wrong about things. That's just the reality. And then afterwards, it does affect the way we make our videos because I try to base the week after's content of just all update things, and then after that, just really anything. So if I will give advice again to smaller content creators, don't do update videos. Try to take advantage of the updates and make unique role plays about it. For example, when the police week, when the grappler came out, a lot of smaller YouTubers were doing a bunch of grappler videos, and they did it really well, for a lot of people. Instead of doing an update video, you get that grappler video out, be one of the first ones, and then maybe YouTube will recommend it.
Yes, I do agree, because obviously with the YouTube algorithm and all of that, the more subscribers you have, their content is going to be pushed in front of smaller content creators. And if I were to upload a video 10 minutes after OMB's video is obviously going to get more views than mine is, because of the difference in subscribers. But I completely understand not making update videos. I don't personally do them much. I know when you first started, you didn't do many update videos. But
yeah, I think a lot of people come to me now for update videos, because I do them now. It's a normal thing. But back then I just try to make role plays for the updates, because realistically nobody's gonna click on them. All of them are probably gonna go to either me or OMB, because I think we're the only two that do major update videos. Ruffles is kind of on and off, and I think he's the only real big creator that really does them. And I think most of them go to OMB anyway. My update videos usually get around 20k, and OMB's gets 50k. So nobody's gonna click on somebody with 300 subscribers to watch their update video.
Well, thank you for your time today. Obviously appreciate it. Thanks for all the advice, and thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so as you heard there, all of Officer John's opinions and tips. Let me know if you want me to do another video of this, try to do with another Erlc YouTuber. But again, thanks a lot to Officer John for this opportunity. Super easy process, and he was great throughout the whole time. So yeah, big thanks to Officer John. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.